we just launched our Trimaran for the first time since we bought her 4.5 years ago. It was emotional and a relief, and in the end, the never-ending project somehow got to an end anyhow, even though it many times felt like the end was close, but not close enough. And we have to say, we're pretty proud of the transformation we have done with the boat. Or, what do you think?
What's already gone, already destroyed in the past. Have I lost sense of time? No rhyme and no rhythm, no way to go home.
After about 10 days in the slip in the marina, we had now worked hard with the last details to be able to go out on our first sail. The main is up! First time. And we're doing pretty good speed, I have to say. So almost 7 knots, and it's 10 knots, but that's apparent, I think. True wind, we have 8 to 9 and a half. 7.2, 7, whoa, yeah, oh, 8 almost. Come on. Well, we have to say it's pretty comfortable sailing. It's not tons of action, it's like half action now, but it's very comfortable. The boat doesn't lean very much, it leans just perfectly, so you get that right feeling. And yeah, it's definitely a little bit more feeling than sailing catamaran that we have done before. We have pretty little experience with trimarans, but yeah, we've had some. And it's pretty awesome, I have to say. As talented as I am, I have managed to put all aft reefing lines twisted. Yep. So that's the good thing with a shakedown sail like this, just to make sure it's all right. And so far everything has been really awesome. No big issues or problems. Yeah, like I said, we found the reefing lines, and that's sort of one thing we need to replace. Also, we've been a little bit worried about the mainsail, because we have moved the boom and the gooseneck a little bit further up, just to make sure that we have standing headroom. So now it just goes over me just above, so I think it's about 6 feet, more or less, a little bit more maybe, but so that's when we had the mast down and the boom down to be repainted. We made new holes for the gooseneck. But that also meant, of course, we measured the sail when it was down, but it's hard to get in the right tension when you're measuring it. So right now it's been hoisted, I would say, pretty much to the top, and we have a 2-to-1 purchase on the halyard, so it becomes a little bit easier to hoist. But I have to say, it was very easy. Although, yeah, it was a 2.1 purchase, but still, it would probably be all right with a 1-to-1 as well. So, damn, it feels good. Just look behind me. Yeah, we have water just rushing behind us.
The first shakedown sail. I think it went very well. What do you think?
Yeah, it was nice just getting out there and test the boat. Yeah, she sailed really awesome, and yeah, it was some problem with the lines. I'm just gonna start working on the lines now. Yeah, you know, we had all the old lines on, so we're just about to start replacing all the sheets, reefing lines, and so yeah, that's probably next task. Otherwise, I felt a lot of vibrations. I don't know if we started when we went out, maybe I didn't notice it, but yeah, you could feel the whole amas, and like here, you could feel like it was shaking a lot on here.
Yeah, even
or you could see it, I mean,
yeah,
from the cockpit. So that was just you have to look into the engine if there is some kind of problem with the mounts, if I haven't aligned them correctly, but so that's maybe for tomorrow. But yeah, I need to look into that because there was a lot of vibrations. So we need to leave like in, what is it, like 5-6 days or something. The 31st of October our boat papers is running out, and that also means that we can't stay here. So we need to leave and come back. That's mainly why we are leaving. So we'll probably be going down to Honduras and stay there for I don't know, some days, and then head back again. So we'll probably be back here in 10 days. And I think we're more or less finished with putting the new running rigging on. And so I have been splicing a lot and been whipping all the ends. Not all the lines. I mean, all the halyards were here before, but you know, the outhole and the reef lines and so on. So yeah, that was some work. But I think I'm pretty done, and it looks super nice. You see, all new lines, and yeah, I've been fighting a little bit with the mounts right now, just trying to measure. It's not the easiest way to see if it's level. It's so tight everywhere, but yeah, I'm almost there now. I think it's pretty good, so I'm just gonna tighten a little bit more, and then you know, I always have some work to do on the engine. Then I probably need to see if I can even get all the gauges working. None of the gauges are working, and oh my gosh, I have a hard time seeing that it's all the sensors, and it's RPM, the water temperature, and the oil pressure. None of them are working, so, and it's been like that since I installed everything. So I really want to see. So I might have came up with a new idea now. So but anyhow, I need to fix the alignment first, and I hope this is the thing that caused all the vibrations. But still having a hard time seeing that's the problem. But at least it's good to have checked it, and
Having a good position there, it seems like.
Might be a grounding problem. Somebody else has told me that, but I couldn't really figure out how. But now I moved the ground cable that goes to the panel to another point from the tachometer. So that one's getting a new ground. Hard to describe how, but now I think it should work. So can you go over and see if it works?
Yeah, let's try.
Oh yeah, it's working! Today is Sunday, the 31st of October. And that also is the day when our Coast Guard papers expires. And we're not renewing them. So that's also why this is the day, our last day to leave Mexico. And so we're planning to head south to Honduras, Isla Tigre, and check in there, spend a couple of days there, and then head back here again and check in on our new boat registration. That's a little bit of a hassle when you're buying and selling a boat in Mexico, especially if it's been on the hard like this. You can't go out with the owner and sign a contract and come back. So it's a little bit pain in the ass, and nobody has found another good solution that would work. So we choose to do this, and we think this is the safest way for us, so to avoid any issues. Anyhow, we've been working a lot the last 2 weeks with everything. It's just smaller things, bigger things, but I think we have everything in working order now, and yeah, we're almost ready.
Get the solar panels into the boat.
Yeah, we have our own solar dock, so we don't have any good solutions for that yet, or we haven't made any installations yet for it. So yeah, time flies, and I can't really say that we have lots of time, because we've been working like 100% today. We had like a full list of things to do, and I think they're getting here like in a little bit more than 1 hour. And we just got the dinghy up, and so to check out here. The Navy will come here with the dog to sniff for drugs, and when they leave from here, we have a half an hour on us. Karen was yelling something about the water tank was leaking, so that's not very good. Let's go inside and see if we could figure that one out.
Still leaking. Oh, we got a lot of water coming out.
Are they leaking?
Yes, there was a lot of water coming out. I don't know from where.
We're gonna check out like in 40 minutes now. It's not good having leaking water tanks just before we leave. Okay, that's some problem.
I just put some silicone grease around the O-ring, so let's hope that does the trick.
Yeah. We are off! We are sailing again. We have the Genoa out, so the Genoa is about the 110, I think. Top speed so far 12.2 knots, but mostly we've seen averaging around 9 to 11 knots, I would say. I still have some issues with the engine, I think. I still feel a lot of vibration. It just doesn't feel very normal. Have to look into that more, but you know, guys, we just had to leave Chiapas because of the documents. If I would have been with my own documents in, I wouldn't have left. I would probably have tried to solve that engine problem, but as it is now, we just had to leave, and hopefully we get some wind and we can sail most of the time. So seems like there's some rain coming in, so I'm saying goodbye for this one. It's day 2 on our trip to Honduras. We left yesterday around 3-4 o'clock from Chiapas and started by motoring for half an hour.
Yeah.
And then a squall started to take us a little bit faster. Went pretty good, all the sailing the whole night. Got calmer around 12 o'clock, I think, or 11 o'clock. It started to calm down a little bit. We had maybe 8 knots of wind. We were still making like 5 knots, so that was pretty good. A little bit later in the night, it was a little bit more flapping around with the sails. We were still making around 2-3 knots, and it was maybe 5 knots of wind. So it was alright. And the wind died maybe an hour ago. What did I discover, babe?
Something was missing.
There's always something missing. When we were sailed between Cartagena, Colombia and Panama 9 years ago with the catamaran, what were we missing at that time?
Alright, when we arrived to the next spot, we saw that we were missing a rudder.
Yeah, so sometimes you can miss a rudder, and this time we were missing a blade on the propeller. We noticed a lot of vibration. I didn't really understand that was the blade, so it was good that I went down now. So I'm not so keen on driving the engine now with just 2 blades. It's a lot of vibration. We have 250 miles to go, so just hope the wind comes out and greet us here. So let's see. Somebody wants a free ride. Akta så inte fastna. Nej. Yeah, we are heading back towards Mexico. So we got about 80 miles from Chiapas and where we left from. And we decided to head back because of the propeller. It's just easier for us to get a new propeller blade shipped there. We're planning to go to Isla Tigre. Don't know how the facilities there was to get things shipped to. And also it was another 250 miles to Isla Tigre, so we think it's a better idea. Right now I'm just cooking. It's pretty chill weather. We're doing about 4 or 5 knots, and I'm doing quesadillas. So we will get back to Chiapas with the current against us and only a day breeze to hit our sails. And how hard will it be to get a propeller blade shipped to us? But I guess we're mostly worried about checking into Mexico without any new stopper from Honduras.